as any one of you. Whenever I know my turn is coming, my heart starts beating. Tap, 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 tap. Although I drink a sip of water, I want to empty my bladder, but still my heart is beating. Lap, tap, lap, tap. Mr. Contagier, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever, Assalamu alaikum and good evening, have you ever noticed this feeling? Since I am a child, I started to stutter. Whenever I want to say a word, I start to stutter. Whenever it is my turn to speak, I feel my heart beating fast and fast. And I get nervous. Whenever I start, I stutter and I feel embarrassed and I feel like I will die. Die literally and die of fear and embarrassment. Have you ever noticed this feeling? Anyone here? Thank you. So, in the primary school, whenever I had to speak to my teacher, to speak to anyone, I feel hesitated. I feel that I cannot do it. So always my brother Ali always do the speaking for me. Have this stop here? No. As I want to more and more in my study, intermediate school, high school, I get more and more isolated. I get silent and silent. Have you ever felt this feeling? Even this affects my marks, because whenever my teacher asks a question and I am not sure, I know we don't have to be 100% sure of the answer to say it. So I get less in mark. After high school, I joined medical school. You know, medical school is all about speaking and communication skills, like here in Toastmaster. Whenever I had to do a presentation, I always do slide reading. I don't give eye contact. In the 6th year, I still remember, every day I remember this situation. In the 6th year, I had an oral exam. I had to do an interview with a patient until this to my doctor in the oral exam. Because I was all these years, 24 years, I was afraid to communicate with others. I didn't have time to learn. I didn't have practice. And I was afraid in the oral exam. And unfortunately, I get F. This is one of the reasons I joined Toastmaster. In Toastmaster, I came voluntarily participate in table topic. And I still remember audience laugh, not because I stutter, because I say something funny. And after this, I did my icebreaker speech, at whom I was very afraid that people will laugh at me. Audience, will you ever laugh because the speaker stutter? The speaker is nervous?
No.
Have you? No. And never the audience, the people did that. I confess myself that I would be good in my icebreaker, and my mother told me, Abdullah, face your fear. Abdullah, I know you will get best speaker in this meeting. And that, what happened? Ladies and gentlemen, we are like a bird, and the cage is our fear, our difficulties. If we didn't ever face this fear and get out from this cage of fear, we will ever know our ability, capability, and our ambition and our dreams will never happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always my dream to deliver and be able to deliver a speech in front of expert people in speaking, in communication, in leadership. And this happened here in Toastmaster. So people, ladies and gentlemen, if you know you have fear, you have difficulties, you have to face it. If you know your brother, your child, he has to face it and came in my position and speak. So face your fear and live your dream and ambition. Back to you.